Hello everyone. Okay, so what we're going to be making today is baked cinnamon apple wedges. They are super delicious, great snack. So yeah, what we're going to need, it's not a lot of ingredients, but we're going to need some apples, and I'm going to be using Honey Crisp apples. We're going to need some whipped cream and caramel. That is, we're going to mix these two together to dip the apples in when they're done. We're going to need some granulated sugar, ground cinnamon, just a little bit of allspice, and butter. So what I'm going to start off doing is I'm just going to be using 6 apples for this one, only because I'm limited on my pan space. Oh, and I do use parchment paper on my baking sheet. You can go ahead and start by washing off your apples. Like I said, I'm just going to use 6 apples today. I'm going to core them, and then if you want to peel them, peel the skin off, you can, but if you want the skin on, you can leave them on. I'm going to go ahead and just core them, and then just use my knife and take the skin off. So once I get to that step and I get the remainder of the ingredients measured out, I will be back to show you what we do next. In this bowl here, I have 7 tablespoons of white granulated sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. In this bowl here, I have 3 tablespoons of butter that we're going to melt in the microwave just until it's melted. We don't want it to be bubbly or anything like that. In this container here, I have 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, I have 1/8 teaspoon of allspice. So what I'm going to do, go ahead and get your oven preheated to 375 degrees. What I'm going to do is I'm going to melt the butter in the microwave, and then we're going to pour it over the apples and give the apples a good stir. This bowl here, we're going to sit to the side. Once you get the butter all mixed into your apples, go ahead and put in the 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon and the 1/8 teaspoon of allspice. Give it a good mix, put it on your baking sheet, and then we're going to put it into the 375 degree preheated oven. But once I get to that point, I will be back to show you what they look like. Okay, I got the butter, the melted butter, and the cinnamon and the allspice covering my apples. Now I will tell you, if you keep your apples in the refrigerator, you may notice that it will start to solidify if the apples are real cold and you put the butter in. If that happens, I just pop it in the microwave and I use my reheat option just until it's melted. So if that happens to you, you can definitely do that. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and lay my apples onto my parchment covered baking sheet, and once I have them all laid out, I will be back. Okay, I got my apples onto my baking sheet. This was all 6 apples. I was determined to make them fit. So now what we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and put them in the oven, and they're going to bake anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes depending on your oven. You do want to flip them halfway through. I will probably check them after about 6-7 minutes and then go ahead and flip them, but I will let you know how long I bake them for. Okay, while the apples are baking, I'm going to go ahead and just take half of the Cool Whip and about half of the caramel, put it into this bowl here, and then gently fold it together, and then I'm going to put it back in the refrigerator. I will show you what it looks like once I have it mixed together. This honestly depends on your taste. So if I feel like it needs more caramel, y'all know I love caramel, I will add a bit more, but I will show you what it looks like when I have it mixed together. Okay, I got my dipping sauce all mixed together, so I'm going to go ahead and just put it in the refrigerator. Once the apples are done, I will show you what it looks like. Okay, my apples are done. I did let them bake for 15 minutes and I did turn them halfway through. So now while they're warm, go ahead and sprinkle your cinnamon sugar over top of them. And I do have them sitting on a cooling rack. So once I get the cinnamon sugar sprinkled on, I will show you what they look like. Okay, I got the cinnamon sugar sprinkled on my apples. Now I don't turn them over and sprinkle the other side, otherwise they will be very, very, very sweet. Now I like sweet, but with the dipping sauce, I don't want it to be too sweet. So what I'm gonna do is just let these cool for a little bit. You can eat them cold or warm. They're just still a little bit hot right now. So once they cool off a little bit, I will get them plated up and we will give them a taste. And then any cinnamon sugar you have left, I do have some left, so I'm just going to put it into a container, put a lid on it, and store it for next time. So yeah, I will be back once these cool off a little bit and we will give them a taste. Okay, my baked cinnamon apple wedges and dipping sauce are done. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to taste them. All right, let's give it a taste. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. Wow. Absolutely delicious. Mm. Wow. I could honestly probably eat this whole thing right now. So simple to make. So delicious. And of course that dipping sauce is amazing. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, definitely, if you don't eat all of these at one time, just store them in the refrigerator. And yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I hope that you all have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.